Check, check, check. Still none? Dope. Really? Oh, okay, I see. What's up? Oh, yeah, I'm hearing myself on replay. I gotta shut that off.
Check. Mic check.
No, I'm say sorry so we can check audio. That's fine.
Hello. Should work now. Can you guys hear me now? Hello. Mic check. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. New York. Unique. Hello.
Good to see things haven't changed.
William Roche, what's up, man? What's up, Jaggers Bruin? What's up, everybody? Clayton Gerard, we can hear Gnome now. We're good to go. What's up, Todd Porter? How's everyone doing, man? Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been working Wednesdays and missed all you guys. Hope all's well.
Wow.
Got some content out. Gnome got some hazies out. Gnome's got some sour beers. Got to drink right now. What up, Clayton? What's up, mildly cool dad? But yeah, still alive. Just trying to work the W-2 money a little bit more than the 1099 money. So I've got to just kind of jump on every shift that becomes available before 12/31 just to show a better tax return. That's just kind of what I'm at in life, man. What's going on with you guys? What's up, Chris?
Yeah, man, working that W-2 grind.
Chris Radiation up there. For those who have not seen him in the flesh, man, best looking dude in the Midwest by so far, man. And we did a trip. The three of us did Florida down. When was that? March?
I lost track.
Yeah, it was March. And I was still bitching about the heat.
Yeah.
Sean Creed, what's up, dog? Shout out to my barrage in there. The mustache. The assume the position mustache. What's up, Sean? Come on down, baby.
Wow.
Chris, what's going on with your brew world, man? I know no one's got a hazy. I've got 4.5 more gallons of Sour Patch Warhead Sour Patch Warhead Kids. What are you fermenting?
Yeah, man. Been real busy. We had a couple of festival shows here in Pittsburgh over the summer, so I did a really heavily hopped hazy that went really well. I did a pre-prohibition porter, a pineapple smoothie sour.
Pineapple smoothie sour. Okay, a lot of lactose.
Yeah, a lot of lactose. We had the same beer at one of the breweries. I think the last brewery went to Descent in Tampa. Descent. I don't think you were there. No, was that just you, me, and Nick?
Yes, I think so. That was like the very last place we were at. Yep.
And what's up, Ali?
What's up?
Are you wearing a onesie? Oh, Taco Bell in the house. I thought you were doing like one of those Pikachu outfits. Fuck, man. That'd be awesome if you were rocking one. No, definitely not the last stream. Just some clickbait. What's up, Benoit? Bool it there. That isn't French. I don't know what it is, man. Yeah, we can hear you and see you. And as usual, you know, the best one looking here next to, you know, Chris, of course. Got this little thing over here, man. But the beers got there in one package, man. Shipping glass. I don't know.
Yep.
What's the advice?
That's tricky, but you get it. You did it.
Stick it in the middle. Don't put it on the sides
with
of the
all
box.
that bubble wrap around it. Yeah. It was pretty good. Like it was solid.
I like that you used clear glass too, by the way. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I gave one of you guys a good bubble wrap one. Who got that? Was that you, Ollie Oswald, had the long
I think that was me that got that solid bubble wrap one.
Okay. It was funny. I was grabbing the packages. I was throwing them in UPS, and like right when I grabbed them from my car, I think it was the same box that you had shipped me, Ollie.
Yeah, it was because I like opened it up and I see
Garage Lord. Like, yeah, I was like,
did he call me that? I was like, wait a minute, that's the Knoxville address. Okay, no, that's
that is some serious, you know, carbon footprint minimization. If you're asking me,
there you go. Yeah, we are eco-friendly.
We're eco-friendly, baby. We're going green. We're doing porch bombs from Texas to the south, and we're, you know, saving the same boxes. That'd be funny as hell if you sent one back to me. Oh, a little bit dark.
Yeah,
a little bit dark. It's my new webcam, so it's the one that you told me to get.
That sounds good.
And I use the I used it for the rib class that I taught.
Yeah.
And it turned out really good. I have a ring light that I can probably put in here as well too.
Those are cool. Those little Amazon ones that are $30.
Yeah.
Everyone's got those from
I'll
from
go grab
COVID.
it real quick.
Everyone had to swoop those from COVID. Sean Creed, Patrick Sandy, what's up, man? Hope all's well. People in Florida are surviving hurricanes and bad weather. Blackwood, what's up, brother? Red J. Descent, yeah. I did not go to that one. That's Tampa Bay or that's Clearwater?
Tampa Bay, I think.
Yeah.
I met you
It was a
guys
small
at
place.
Monogamous, or what was it called?
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous. Yeah, that was cool though. But
Oh, Heady Topper.
what's up?
Chris is drinking a Heady Topper.
Whoa! Did you get that pretty
Great.
easily out there, up in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they'll send Alchemist beers. We'll get Heady Topper and Focal Banger like once a year, and then you just go and buy as much as you want, and then it's gone.
What about Treehouse?
Never.
You have to go there. Same all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You see it occasionally from people whose aunt took a road trip from blah blah blah. You know, like occasionally it filters down, but
Yeah.
there's nobody bringing it down here.
Yeah, that's got to be the next trip. We got to go up to Boston, Rhode Island, get up there to Treehouse. The
Absolutely.
the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the real life Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's putting out content. You know,
Yeah, awesome.
he's killing it. No, and I'm out of the loop. What's up?
We're gonna say, Chris?
We're cutting out.
Nothing.
Yeah. I'm kind of out of the loop, but I've got some stuff written down. I know. I watched the Bankgate video twice. I think it's the first time I've ever watched a BrewTube video twice, and that was awesome.
Dude, that was awesome video.
Yeah. Definitely impossible to pull off like a good batch of beer, but I was like, what are they going to do? And this and that. And then they had the little thermos and the Coleman propane tank. And I was like, damn, man, like these guys got balls. That was awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would not be doing that.
Neither. Yeah, count me out.
I
Your
wouldn't
boy is
even,
not a big heights guy.
yeah, I wouldn't even be doing the rock climbing part, let alone, I don't even know what they call it, but you set up a thing on a cliff, 30, 40 feet
Insane.
up. Insane, yeah. And then they started making beer out of a thermos quantity size stuff, and it was awesome. I enjoyed the shit out of it, and their production quality is A+.
Yeah.
Second to none. Shout out to those barrages, man. Big shout out to Dan out there in Oslo, or on the outskirts of Oslo. What up, Metal
What beer
Memory?
are we drinking first?
Yeah, first things first. Like, give me a minute on the sour, because I've been drinking it. Me and Sean have been drinking it the last
Sounds
3-4
good.
nights.
We can go with one of the Zool beers he sent us.
Let's go with the Zool beer, and I really want to drink that Diego to the Ville, which
That's
is
the first one I pulled.
let's go for it, man. Double IPA, dude. Or video's out. Sorry for the delay. I've just been working a lot. The videos take a long time. Glad the video's doing well. To anybody who watched the most recent Homebrew for Life video, it's getting some shine. So thank you to anybody who's watched that. Every vote counts. Every view
Dude, that
counts.
can art is sick.
Shout out
That's
to these
awesome.
guys for coming out and visiting me in Knoxville for the second time. Olyaz and Gnomski. Olyaz, is the Knoxville growing on you a little bit more than the previous time?
Yeah.
It's not as small.
I dig it. Like I see it like it's still too small for me to like fully live there full time.
Yeah.
But I would love to like go there in the summer or like fall and stuff like that, go camping, go golfing. Like nice small town vibes, good beer vibes. Like I'm down for that.
Next time you come out here, we'll do it right. We'll go to
I just
Gatlinburg.
cracked this open and it smells so good.
Okay, let me get it. We're doing Diego to the Ville, which is a San Diego and Knoxville collab. Zool and North Park Brewing, which I've been to a bunch of times, and they have great beer.
I've heard a lot about them.
Yes, they've got a
never
couple
had their beer.
locations. North Park.
Yeah.
I think it's a playoff. California Love from Diego to the Bay. Diego
Not
to the
good.
Ville.
Oh, that smells
looks
so
pretty.
good.
Mid-90s fans in the house. Okay, let me go get that beer. I'll be right back. Sean Creed's
Perfect,
still
nice
here,
and
man.
cold.
BRB.
Fuck, that's good.
That does smell good.
I think Nick went to North Park when he was out in
Yeah,
San
he
Diego,
did, yeah.
right? Was that LA or is that San Diego?
I have no clue. I know it's California, but I do see a lot of people posting about them lately.
Damn, that ring light actually made it a whole lot better.
Oh yeah, night and day. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
No, did you dip your nose a little there?
What's that?
Did you dip your nose a little there?
Oh, maybe.
Belgian dip.
Why not? That smells fantastic. Did you try it yet? Oh,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't taste 8.5.
No, it does not. It tastes very dangerous.
Citrus Simcoe and Nelson. Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh man, I'm boring as fuck. I don't know what to talk about.
Where do I have to chat? Oh, there it is.
Oh, it is in
Oh,
San Diego.
Bomb Brew's in the house. Nice, nice.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's called Diego. Yeah. So so maybe he didn't go North Park. I don't know.
I'm right there with you, Todd. I don't like big cities at all. Hell, I don't even like cities at all, really.
It's not that like I like big cities or anything. Like I couldn't do New York City or anything like that. It's like what
All he has would kill
more
it in
of, like
San
my
Diego.
hobbies and things and people, right? Like I have like my crew here in Austin, and so it'd be really hard for me to like leave Texas. Really, like there's not a whole lot of places I would really choose to leave Texas because like my friends are here, my family's here. And that was one main reason why when I graduated, like I wanted to be back in Texas. So,
And you're used to it. You've done it your whole life, you know, like
I mean, yeah, but it's not
spread out
that,
freeways.
right? Like it's not like I just stayed in my hometown, right? Like I've lived in the Northeast for 5 years. I've been around many different places, and like I tried different places, and I know what I want from a city. I know what I want from like a place, and Austin kind of has that for me, right? Like it has the outdoor stuff, it has the drifting, it has the barbecue, it has golf, like that's what I'm into.
no state income
and-
tax in Texas either from Sean
No
Creed.
no state income tax, yeah.
People don't know how big that is, man. I had no clue what that even was until I left California. That's huge. It's a deal breaker for me.
But also, like, how far outside of Austin are you?
I'm like 20 minutes from downtown.
Man,
Right, so like I don't live downtown. I couldn't do that. I did before, but now I need the space. Like I want a garage, I want like land, I want property. Like I don't care to live downtown. I don't really care for downtown city life. Like I don't go to 6th Street, I don't go to Rainy Street, I don't go to those downtown bars. It's
6th
just,
Street, is
I
that-
don't care for it.
Was that Zilker?
Yeah, Zilker's there, but like it's on the like not trashy part of 6th Street, but yeah.
We were on the good side. I remember.
No, we were on the good side. We were on the good side because we were past the freeway. But you go just left of the freeway, so that's 36th. And then if you go even further, that's West 6th, and there's some good bars and clubs out there too. But for me, like it's the breweries, it's the chill vibes. Like that's the places I go for.
You know, I think about my Austin trip from time to time, and I'm trying to figure out like which brewery I enjoyed the best there. You know, we all like.
I think Lazarus and Zilker.
I was just gonna say Lazarus
Yeah,
Lazarus
Lazarus was such really good beer.
with the coffee.
Coffee. Oh, your coffee.
No one was drinking coffee except for me. I'm just snorting that shit.
The girl who was making your coffee.
Oh, I forgot about that. I think she was from San Diego. Remember, she had a
was
North
from
Park
San
Brewing
Diego.
T-shirt on. Small ass world.
Oh yeah.
And so, but yeah, I think, yeah, Lazarus was your favorite, and then
Meantime,
chill vibe one, big one was Meanwhile. I think you loved Meanwhile as well.
Meanwhile was the one where we got the tour with that brew house that was like went on forever.
Yeah.
That was Star
And
Trek.
then,
That was Sunset Hounds' sister.
Sister, yeah.
And,
And then
she's like,
we
yeah, my
went
nickname is Fish.
to-
And I'm like, I'm not calling her Fish. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm uncomfortable calling her
it's
Fish.
weird. It is weird.
I'm
And
not,
then
I'm not calling girls Fish.
you also liked the hazies at Pine House. Those were good.
Pine House was good. Is that the one you were talking shit to the dude? The old
No, he was
Cowboys
talking
fan?
shit Yeah, I did talk shit. Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
the Cowboys
Okay,
guy.
yeah. No, I remember that one. Yeah. No, I
I
think
was
it was
like, oh, it's your year again. And he's like, oh, it's your team. And it was like the Texans.
Texans.
And
Yeah.
it's like, you don't even like fool. I was like, yeah, I don't. like,
Oh, it's all good. We're just having fun, man.
congratulations.
Yeah.
It's all good. Shit
You
happens.
can't hate on the Cowboys because or this and this. And I was like, I can hate whatever I want to hate. like,
It's a free country, dog. I know.
I can say whatever the fuck I want about your football team.
60-year-old dude wearing an Emmett Smith jersey. It's like if you get over a certain age, like I don't think you should wear like another guy's name on your back. But I don't know, man. Live your lives, man. But hey, big shout out to Steven out there, man. Northwest Small Batch Brewing. I'm gonna try to put out the stream as much as possible. I'm trying to like work 5, 6, 7 days a week. It's stream is on Wednesday night, Tuesday night. Like if we can just get it in, hit up all y'all and know them. Hey, can you guys do it Tuesday? I want to pick up a shift tomorrow. Let's go. Just trying to like just have a good tax return. So for those who are still here, appreciate it. For the members, that's cool. I wouldn't probably lock in or put your credit card in. I mean, I just don't want to. If I miss another week or 2 weeks in a row, it's just like, I appreciate the love, but like if you have your credit card locked in here, you should probably just take it out. I don't know if what I'm saying right now is cringe. I think it's cool that I get support to begin with, but I'm going to try to put out content, Homebrew for Life, and do the stream, but I'm just trying to get like as much W-2 money right now and pick up shifts, selling beers and bartending. And that's just kind of where I'm at. That's why I've been MIA.
Fair enough. Got to
And
get
if you
that.
don't
bread.
know, yeah, but let's crack this beer, man, from Diego to the Ville.
I'm already like halfway through it.
All right, what do you think about it? I mean, it's got a good haze.
It smells so good, and it tastes fantastic.
Smells like Bigfoot's D,
super
baby.
citrus,
Yeah.
got that dankness to it. Oh, it's fantastic.
My camera or my light's making it look ugly. It's making it look
Yeah,
like
your-
RoboCop food.
Yours
It's
makes
not
it
doing-
look real pretty. Let me see
Yeah.
how does mine look?
It's not doing
Mine
it.
looks bad.
It looks good
It looks
on
like-
mine though. Yeah.
Listen.
We're all doing hazies, man. Chris is drinking Heady Topper up there. I don't know if you were there for that, all yes.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
He's got the tops.
Yeah.
He's got the tater tops.
I can barely hear Chris.
Oh, let me.
It is a little low,
I
yeah.
want to mute. I'll adjust.
Good on that input, dog.
Yeah, so you know what? When you went to go get the beer, CH, we were saying how it doesn't taste like it's 8.5. I kind of changed my mind on that.
Son of a
now I'm
deadly.
getting
I'm
Yeah.
getting halfway through it now. I'm like the booze hits,
Yes.
but it doesn't taste super boozy kind of thing, right? I
No.
don't taste like the phenols or anything like that. I taste
Little
the
hot burn.
hops.
Little hot burn.
Yeah, a little bit of the hop burn. I taste
Not afraid of a little hot burn.
the creaminess from the oats or whatever,
it's pretty soft.
and bunch of
Never-
citrus, almost
Not bad.
tangerine.
Ooh, 8.5. Silly
Yeah.
sauce.
I've
Silly
never worked
sauce.
with Nelson. I've used Simcoe and Citra a shit tons of times, but
Nelson
I
was
have
the
no-
big one in San Diego from what was the big brewery that got bought out?
Oh gosh,
Their beer was
Ballast,
called
maybe?
Nelson. No.
Oh.
Alpine.
Oh, Alpine.
Alpine. Yeah. One of the OGs when beer was way cooler. What up, Will? What's up, dog?
Yeah.
Clayton
Came in
Gerard.
bottles.
Bomb Brew.
Oh yeah, mic check, bud. Can you hear me?
Much
Yeah.
better.
Is it better? Yeah. What's up, Bomb Brew? How we living, everybody? Let us know in the comment section what you guys are drinking, where you're at, what's going on.
Wow.
You guys, anybody doing the Oktoberfest? Anybody doing a Marzen?
Yeah, I got
I
15
haven't been
gallons
brewing
in the
because I've been
front right now.
traveling.
Yeah, I don't like leaving shit fermenting and taking off either.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't want to be having stuff fermenting. I
Unless
don't
it's
mind
like-
stuff in the keg while I'm gone, but
Yeah.
I don't like fermenting while I'm gone.
I think it's okay if you're like barrel aging something, which I don't, or you know,
Right,
like
right.
a
I don't
mead
do
and
that, yeah.
and a carboy that really needs to age out. You're trying to go from sweet to dry, but I don't know if I want my beer in a chest freezer just to be gone for 5 days. Because I did actually see a leak the other day.
Wow.
Not on my
In-
fermenter, just on the chest freezer. You know, you can unscrew the little thing at the bottom. It just wasn't tight enough, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" You know what I'm saying?
I think
No
I've gone
mistake.
away for a weekend with an active fermentation going.
Kyle Clawhammer.
But I was confident that I wasn't gonna have a stuck blow off or anything. I had a pretty big blow off, so I don't know. I just rolled with it. Sometimes you don't have a choice, especially when you do like competitions and beer festivals and stuff. You sometimes have a schedule and you can't adjust.
Sometimes you don't have a choice if you're a commercial brewer. I remember Maury telling me he'd get too baked and would freak out, go in his fermenter and just see what was going on with his Inkbirds. I was like, dude, that's when you need security cameras and the Wi-Fi one, man. Like, this is an easy fix. Just get all baked. Like, did I think of that? Like, we're all like, did I leave the house open? Did I close the garage? It's like, dude, I've got like 40 fermenters I got to worry about that, I'm baked out of my mind. I got to think about right now.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
40 fermenters.
Yeah, I mean, well, to just be baked about it too, like, just be like that paranoia kicks in. And you're just like, oh.
That's why I don't smoke weed anymore. I still am like, dude, did I do my homework that one day from junior year history class? Like, are they gonna know?
It's the same anxiety when like you're worried about leaving the oven on or leaving the garage door open.
Yeah, garage door open, stove on,
Man. Hey, Clawhammer Supply, man, in the house. Big shout out.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like beer that
Yo,
much.
and that was cool. And big shout out to Alias for teaching, Kyle for coming over, helping out, setting up the sink. And that's awesome. It's so easy. And I thought you had to get underneath the house and deal with just way more.
Plumbing and stuff like that.
Like shark bites. I remember doing plumbing jobs and doing like shark bites and cutting tubes and cutting copper and then welding.
It's all
like
like literally just fitting
so easy. Just
attachments and
get the adapter and then Alias.
go 3/8 to half to 3/4, and there you are.
Yeah. Did you pick up that move on yourself? Because I know that people do that. I know that like the Anvil Foundry, when they, when you're recirculating, you never want to choke off the input or what's getting primed. You want to choke off what's going out.
Oh, how did I know that?
Yeah. Did you just do that trial and error? Because that's just a really smart move. And I would almost have it like barely go through there. So it's really touching your.
It was kind of trial and error, and it was kind of just like
your reservoir
stuff that I've done with other folks too. Because like I have a guy who has like a 15-gallon system, right? And so he has a big old plate chiller, and he wouldn't recirculate. He would just go straight from kettle, plate chiller to fermenter. And I was like, that you could do that, but he had like a huge tank, like a huge like 62 quart. Full of ice water pumping through the plate chiller.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm not brewing as big of a system. What if I do this and this? And so I tried different, and because I already was doing that with the plate chiller, but I was recirculating. I was putting it back into the kettle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go straight to fermenter. And then I was like, I played around with throttling it, and I noticed like condensation on the hoses, and I was like, let me take a temp probe. I'm like, dude, this is coming out at fermenter temps. Why am I throwing it back in the kettle? Let me just throw it straight into the fucking fermenter. And
power move, dude.
And awesome. Me and my buddy were like, let's just see where this goes. And literally, like, we went from 5 gallons in the kettle to 5 gallons in the fermenter in like 5 minutes. And it was like from a 20-minute to 5 minutes. I was like, dude, we just found 15 minutes in a brew day. This is amazing.
Yeah. No, I've been missing out, man. I mean, that's the plate chilling is the best way to chill by far.
But then I also looked at, and I did more research into it too. Breweries, they don't recirculate when they're chilling. It doesn't go back into the kettle. It goes straight into the fermenter.
Pump that goes straight into the glycol.
Right, but they're also like, and they have massive plate chillers. So, like, if you scale it down, like the Clawhammer plate chiller that we have is plenty enough, and so, so it's just like, why are we trying to reinvent the wheel when breweries are already doing it better than us?
No, I agree. And
same equipment we have.
That was the first time I pretty much used the Clawhammer system to its full potential, because I always, I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
We were doing no chill before.
No chill, and then it was like the coil and the wort chiller. But the Clawhammer system is getting better and better. It's always been the same, but for me, because I was always like the
You're
DIY.
just getting more used to it. It's something that was definitely out of your comfort zone, and it's like something you were just like, this is too much or extra. Like, why do I need to do it?
It wasn't
And
that.
then
It was
now
like
when
how to save money and like more so like DIY it. Like, can you use this
Right.
basket or this basket? Or it's like, dude, just do the system straight up and have the hoses underneath your sink. And
Yeah.
do you do that,
Yeah,
Elias?
the hose
Do you switch it back to the hot water for cleaning, or do you always keep it on cold?
No, I always keep it on cold because like
Keep it on
I'll
cold.
just like if I'm pulling hot water, I'll just open the faucet, have like those like gallon pitchers,
Yeah,
and I'll just fill that up, and I'll throw
get a big funnel.
my PBW or my OxyClean in there, fill that up. Cause like I'll rinse it out first with cold water from
Yeah.
the hose just to get all the gunk and major particles. And then I'll put hot water and OxyClean and then let that soak in there for about 30 minutes or so. And then give it a good scrub down and
Bubble bath.
flush it through the plate chiller and then flush like I'll fill up the whole kettle with like cold water and just flush that through the whole system and plate chiller and it's good.
We live
I
by
haven't had
ourselves,
any
all
qualms
guys.
with it or
We
anything.
could fuck our kitchens up left and right, man. We ain't pissing nobody off. I mean, I'd
But-
probably
You
be
guys were
pissed.
talking-
What's up?
sorry, you guys were talking about chilling, and I wanted to do a show and tell if that's cool.
Yeah, man. Show us
Sure.
your penis. What?
Got-
Was that in the
I
game?
brought my chilling rig over.
Whoa.
Counterflow.
So I use a counterflow accelerator. But what I do is I set up a thermometer on top on a T,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
and then I'll just adjust the flow out with this ball valve.
Yeah.
So it's basically slowing down the rate of work coming out.
Dr. Emmett Brown, step aside. Look at that thing,
I can
man.
watch how hot it is coming out, and then I'll
Good.
just send this straight to the fermenter. I don't recirculate it back. It goes
Right.
straight to the fermenter. But I'm going real slow. It'll take a while.
Yeah.
I'll turn it, way down and watch here to get the best temperature. And
Much love,
Yeah.
Jaggers. Good luck with that video,
It's
brother.
the
I've
same
been there.
concept as when you're recirculating, but it's for chilling. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But, that temp probe's genius, so that's a really good idea.
So that's what I want to add to the exit of my plate chiller is a temp thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
but I have my like thermo pro
Jorge.
pen from my barbecue days. Well, I still do barbecue, but like I use my barbecue temp probe, and that's how I'll take my temps and stuff. But yeah,
I might have to get one of those.
That's
Counterflow
definitely
chiller?
in the gnome.
Well, no, the
wheel,
temp probe,
yeah.
the 1.5 TC. That's really awesome, actually.
yeah,
so
that's pretty cool.
it came with my spike fermenter, and since I'm using a Thermowell and an Inkbird, I don't really have a use for this. So I figured I did some measuring, and it turns out it like on that tri-clamp T, it fits right in the pathway of the beer or the wort. So it's just a use for something I wasn't even using.
Dude, it feels good
yeah,
to be
like-
brewing again, man. I like hearing all the stuff and the terminologies
Right.
and see the different things people are doing just for the, there's only like 5 things you do in brewing: heat up, cool down, temperature control, but it's still cool as hell to see what's going on.
I would like
I need
to.
another beer back.
Oh, Doty's. Anyway, so I'll just say it. That temp probe thing. I would like to put that before the return
Got a big zit.
when I recirculate, just so I can see how much temp I lose once it
Oh,
goes.
C1 like
goes and also the
entering into the chiller and exit out of the chiller.
Well, no, during the mash.
Oh, okay.
Like,
monster
I don't
mash.
have a rims or
Oh, so like
harm-
have it on the exit of your recirculation. So just
Well-
going through the pump itself.
right before the return, like right before it goes on top of the grain,
Ah,
just so I can see how much temp I lose. Like I said, through the hose and also the pump, because it is quite a bit of distance. But because the top of my mash is always a little bit lower, so I might use that just to see how bad it is, and then I want to get a rim set up so I can reheat the wort before it goes on top.
interesting.
Like, give me a little bit more info.
Hey, there's a couple of
Interesting.
plate chillers out there, right? Oh yes, like there's bigger and thicker ones. Like the
Yeah,
more- the
yeah.
more-
So I think
what
we
are
have
they
like a
called?
40 plate. There's 20 plates.
Plates.
There's 60 plates.
There's a 100 plate.
Yeah.
Okay, but like our thing was almost overkill.
I thought about getting like a bigger one, but as soon as like only thing with the bigger one is I'd be able to I wouldn't have to throttle it as much.
Yeah.
But I was just like, do I really need to spend another $100 or something bucks on
For 5 minutes.
plate chiller
Yeah.
just for a couple minutes? I'm like, it's not worth it to me because like during that time, like with that throttling, I can aerate it a bit more. I can take care of cleaning other things or put away stuff during that time. Like
snort a nose beer. Yeah, for sure. Do ecstasy and steal a dog, which Noam kind of did.
Use a butter knife as a fork.
Yes, sir.
Dude, when I saw that part, I was like, "That's hilarious."
I did not realize how fucked up I was.
We were doing drugs. I love drugs.
Oh, yeah, did you
Like,
steal a dog,
that look is just like the look of someone who's like turned, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Noam with the dog or you with the butter knife?
Me with the butter knife.
Well, because we went to the show after that, and for those who don't know, we've talked about it on here, but the guy in the show in that 80s hair metal band is a really cool dude named Ben Eller, and he's got a very popular YouTube channel. I think he's got like 500,000 subscribers, and he teaches people how
Is
to.
he really?
He's huge. He does it full time. Yeah, and Noam knew who he was the first trip. He was like, dude, that like I
Yeah,
watched
the
his
first time we
channel.
ran into first trip we ran into him, yeah.
Yeah, so it was cool to see him, and then he's always been just such a rad guy, such a nice guy. Whenever I run into him, and I like played that Double Dragon song in the video around like the metal band, like let's time it right and see if it kind of keeps the theme of this 1 minute. But yeah, Ben Eller, check him out if anybody wants to learn guitar or get better at guitar or you know, I don't know. But shout out to Ben Eller, dude shreds, literally.
Yeah, that show was amazing. By the way, that was absolutely amazing. Well, I think we lost track of how many songs. Like they just pumped them out. It was like,
Dude, there were so many songs, and they were
Yeah, at
all
least
just
40.
like on fucking point.
Dude,
Yeah.
cover
Yeah,
bands
it
are the
wasn't
best
bad at
bands.
all.
They have to be A+. They have to be, you know, the A-lister bands can be hungover, feeling like shit, and they don't have to put up a show. You can't do that as a cover band. You have to be A+ every single night. If you're not, you're fired. It's over, you know? Like, you're a cover band. Like, there's no egos. Like, you have to be selling it as that band, whatever the fuck it is.
Skank banger.
Skank banger. I love it. What's up, Aiden? So for those who don't know, everybody in here, we're all drinking the same beers tonight, except for Chris. Sorry, but he's actually drinking some pretty good stuff up there, up in right field. He's got the Heady Topper. But we're doing a double IPA. We're doing a collab from with Knoxville and San Diego, man. I still don't know how they did that, but I think that's how collabs should be. You know, it's always kind of weird. And there's like two breweries that live like, you know, 2 streets apart that do a collab. It's like, I get it. It's an easy collab, but like, let's we take the cool brewery from this city and a cool brewery from this city, and let's make a real collab. So people are really stoked off this. From Diego to the Ville, do the San Diego to the Knoxville, and this beer is selling like hotcakes. 4
That's
packs.
one of the coolest looking cans.
It really is.
In a
The
while.
barrel with the skull on it. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, so Zool's artist, check out this dude on Instagram. His name's Angry Blue. This guy's out of his mind. He's phenomenal. He's just a great talent. Skank banger. Yeah. What's up, Jorge? No, it's definitely not the last. We're just doing a little clickbait, a little Tuesday night action. But what do you guys think about doing the sour after this? You guys have it at
Yeah.
okay. Nobody's allowed to take a sip until we all bring it back here, even though I've been drinking it all week.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
And don't just,
Son
you
of
know,
a
like
biscuit.
rip it to shreds. Like if you're like, this is really good or this and that, I'm gonna smell some bullshit if I see your
Yeah,
mouth
we all took a hand in it.
pucker up. Yeah.
We all brewed it.
No, I think it's great. I think it's
Actually, it
great.
was mostly Noam and I because CH was asleep.
Shots
Or-
fired.
Filming you guys.
Shots fired.
You guys watch the videos. You're like, I don't even know. Like, you filmed that or what? Like, what was that part? I'm like, dude, I'm a sniper, man. Like, you don't even know what's going on.
Honestly, there were so many things that were on there. I was just like, did we do this?
Yeah,
Sniper.
I didn't realize you caught me doing the upside down push-ups.
I see all, man.
That's hilarious.
Sniper in the
That I
tower.
remember that.
Like,
Man, there's a lot of things I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about that.
if I was asleep, who was filming,
I'm
bro?
like, who the fuck were these people?
If I was asleep, who was filming, dog? I mean, we did get a little bit of late start, but like I don't even know. Like those trips, everything just kind of, you know, the weekend's
That's
just
bound to happen.
by, you know. It's Thursday and then it's Sunday and you're just like, how did that happen?
Yeah,
Dude, that trip went by so fast. Like,
it really did.
Yeah. Well, it
So
was different
fast.
because I got Ollie House the first day. I'm sorry, I got Gnome Ski the first day.
no.
And then we
Yeah.
went to Abridged. We went to, where did we go? When I picked Noma,
quite a
we went
few.
to
I think
Albright,
it's Level.
Albright Grove. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
People think
you had
that
to work
that-
that day, but we still like did tons of shit. Like we crammed it in.
Yeah, that's what's cool about, you know, working 5-hour shifts is like, no, I'm just, you know, walk up and down, you know, hit Crafty Bastard or Yeehaw Next Level.
Yeah, Schultz.
Schultz. Yeah, Schultz is on a good one right now. Do you guys have big Oktoberfest in your town? Is there breweries that are like really turning it up?
yeah. Austin Beer Works, Lazarus.
Good.
There's another one. I forget who. I don't know if Meanwhile's doing one, but I'm sure they might. They're really good with their lagers, so.
It's got to be in every city. How about up there in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, there's a bunch. A lot of the new hype breweries will do a little Oktoberfest thing. Old Thunder has something they call Blockstoberfest, but we have a brewery here that's won like gold medals at
Boy.
GABF like 100 times, called Penn Brewery, and they're kind of a very traditional lager brewery, and they do a big party as well. So yeah,
Good,
there's
man.
a lot going on.
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Germans, man. Shout out to the Germans for starting it all. How you guys out with that double IPA? I'm about ready to.
Listen,
Almost there.
Did I send you guys tiny umbrellas?
sounds familiar. I think so. Sour or
Welcome
It's
to
like a
Bedrock.
pastry sour with
yeah.
Tiny umbrellas.
tiny
Yep,
umbrellas
that's
is a
in
vibe. Yeah.
I did tell you guys this, but
What up, Jeff
on the whole
Joyce? What's up?
the German Fest thing. So there's a German club like literally 4 streets away, and it's sponsored by Weinstefaner, and they have like I think at least probably like 10 different beers from them like on draft. So
Nice.
I don't know. I might hit that up.
Hell yeah, man.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, you put it in our group chat. Yeah.
What
We'll
what
see.
else has
Yeah.
been going on? What was the saison recipe, Gnome, that you? It had like rye in the bill.
Oh no, that was rye's fine in a saison. There was like 90 other things wrong with that beer. But
I mean, you're
rye
the
wasn't one of
saison
them.
guy, man. The only saison that I drink is Battle Mages. Their Chocobo half
yeah.
because I think that they doubled down and instead of being tasting like bananas, they actually put cocoa nibs in there, and it actually tastes like a banana chocolate chip muffin, like
That
like-
sounds interesting.
like 7-Eleven used to make, back in the day.
CH, is that a double or a quad?
Trev who is what a double.
That beer you're talking about, is it a double or a Belgian double or a quad?
I don't even
I think
know.
it was the Hefeweizen, right? The Choco, whatever you were talking about.
Yeah, normally the dark ones are either doubles or quads, and then the pale beers are the singles and triples.
The dark ones really scared me to death. Chimay, Dubel,
Yeah, the quads are. I can't do them anymore.
the ones that taste like fucking raisin throw up. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gnarly.
Raisin syrup.
Raisin barf IPA.
Raisin bar.
Hey, big shout out to Trev who, man. Big shout out to Gnome for wearing the South O t-shirt in that video. And how did you get the South O
yeah.
t-shirt again?
A buddy
Trevor
of mine
owns
in-
South O. Thanks, Trev. Much love, man.
The homebrew club I'm a part of, one of the dudes went to HomebrewCon, and he
Hmm.
went to tons of breweries in San Diego. And
I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
far.
and he literally said, he's like, dude, seriously, South O was like the one that wowed me the most out of those breweries. I was like, I will let CH know, so hopefully he tells Trevor.
Much love, man.
Well, Trevor's in chat, so I think
Oh, there
he
you go.
just
Oh, I
heard
didn't even know that.
You're dropping the fire right there, man. Much love, Trev. Miss you, dog. We've been talking about getting him out here for way too long. He's got more excuses than fucking Maury.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, much love, Clawhammer. Hey, Kyle, we'll talk later. I'm going to show up at your house at like 3 a.m. We're going to film that bartending video, man. Figure it out from there. Thanks for stopping in, Kyle. What do you guys say? You guys ready to do the sour?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Chris, hold it down. You're in charge.
Got it.
That's all right. I'm here with you.
I just did a stealth NBC on you guys.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah.
Was that an American lager? Is that what it said in the can? I was trying to read.
Yeah, it's a lager I canned in April. I don't remember. I have like these phantom beers all over the place, so yeah, it turned out pretty good. It was still tasty.
Nice. That's all that matters.
Hell yeah. Chris, do you do barbecue? I felt like you mentioned you might.
You know, I've done quite a bit. I feel like I'm pretty confident with my pork butt and my ribs.
Okay.
But I have never made a brisket that turned out proper. Like it's
Okay.
I just can't crack it. I haven't figured it out. I use a Weber Smoky Mountain. It's like a
Weber's. Oh yeah. The tall boys, the tall
Charcoal.
Weber's.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry.
And
Sorry,
I'm never
I don't know why
gonna
I drew a blank on that.
Yeah, no worries. I'm never gonna be like a competition barbecue guy, but my ribs are pretty good, and I'm happy
Good.
with what I do.
Hell yeah.
I think my favorite thing though is I'll just grill up a tri-tip, not on the
Tri-tip?
Smoky Mountain, but just
I
like,
haven't done tri-tip
hard?
yet.
ooh,
I heard
man,
those are hard.
tri-tip is delicious.
Yeah, but I heard those are hard to do, right?
No. You can do
Huh?
low and slow with them, and then sear them off. You cook them like steak, or you could cook them like a brisket as well too.
I've
So
always cooked mine like steak, a little bit
Steak.
higher temp,
I've heard more good
Just
things
keep
of them cooking like a steak than a brisket.
and then you get that perfect medium rare. But
Yeah.
what's great is it's such a thick cut. You get a little bit more crust on the outside, and you
Right,
a
you get
little
that
bit
bark.
bigger layer.
You get that bark, you got crust, and then you can also it goes really well with like chimichurri and stuff like that
Yeah.
too. I've heard.
yeah.
So that is
Here's the
definitely on my
trick with
list.
Cutting it though, you gotta
Huh?
like make sure you don't cut it wrong because it'll get chewy.
Right,
So
yeah,
you
you
have to, like,
definitely have to
turn
go
it.
against the grain.
There's like 3 muscle fibers coming together, so you got to know like, okay, from here to here I'm cutting this way, and then
Yep.
over here I'm cutting
Change
this way.
direction. Yep.
You gotta you gotta know how to cut it. But man, what a good cut! It's unfortunate that it got so popular because it used
Yeah.
to be cheap as dirt and delicious.
Yeah, it used to be super cheap, and then it became everybody's like tri-tip. It was like
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, now it's tri-tip tacos everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Speaking of the bark thing, that's why I do like butts, because like pulled pork, like you buy a smaller one so it fits in my smoker.
okay.
There's
Yeah.
more bark, which that's
Yeah.
what I like. If you
So I'm about to blow your mind with that then.
okay,
If you want to have more bark, what
Yeah.
you do is get your pork butt, cut it into quarters. So into 4 pieces, and then season all sides of the 4 pieces. 1, it'll make your pork butt cook faster. 2, you'll end up with more bark because there's more surface area
Right.
covered in seasoning and getting that smoke.
Hmm.
And
So
so between those 2 things, you're going to end up with juicy, more barky pork butt shredded. So you'll have more pieces of bark in that whole shredded area.
And
Uh,
shout out
Zach-
to all y'all for fucking winning that money, man. You talk about that?
What?
At 3rd place in ribs, 10th place in pork butt.
$500 is $500, man.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you won money?
Congrats.
Yes.
Congratulations, man.
yeah.
I bet that
Thank
feels
you.
amazing.
Dude, it's a drug.
It's a
I'm
drug,
like,
baby.
fucking
Love is the drug.
About to
Are you
steal a
fucking
dog.
kidding me? I want
Step
to
aside,
fucking
love.
ribs has always been the thing I've been confident in. It's the one cook that I know the best. Pork butt was something I learned with this one guy that was on our team, and because I've never really cooked pork butt for competition, and so but ribs was something I've been working on for a long time, and watching videos, working on my injection, working on my seasonings and presentation, and everything came together. Like I got 3 perfect racks that I was able to pull like
Well
a
deserved.
few ribs from each one, and I was able to put a full 8-pack in there.
Fuck yeah.
And I was just like, this is gonna do good.
Hell
This
yeah,
is
man.
this has got to do good.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
man. You deserve to drink a sour beer. I think that's actually too sour. And again, I don't say that often. This is a sour beer, man.
I know you guys like your sours, and I'm like a wuss when it comes to sours.
Pour into a glass. Is it cold enough? Did you guys
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I kept them in the freezer for a bit and
Okay.
then threw them in the fridge.
I mean, really quick, if you guys just want to drink a beer like a porch bomb really quick, just fill up a cooler with ice and water, and that's you get it to.
Yeah, ice, water, salt. That's what I got right now in
Cool.
there.
All right, I'm gonna turn my AC off really quick. I'm the fucking loser with the AC on, wearing sweatpants. BRB.
Mine was in the fridge for like 2.5
question
hours.
for a
so-
friend, buddy.
Sure.
Was that $500 prize W-2 earnings?
Straight cash.
I'm just kidding.
Oh me.
Yeah. No.
It's straight
Oh,
cash.
Oh,
My
I
boy
forgot the
CH is
puree
trying
in
to get
this.
that W-2 game going.
You might want to like roll your bottle a little bit, or just like pour it all into the glass.
Well, yeah, there might, there's a bunch of fruit that's gonna be at the bottom, doing up down.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me chug a little bit.
Dunk, dunk.
You definitely smell the pineapple.
Dude,
That's
I
for damn
get
sure.
I get no pineapple, and that was 3 pounds of pineapple.
Really?
I get no pineapple. Maybe I can smell
No,
it.
it smells like canned pineapple.
Yeah, dude. How?
Okay, you're right. All right, I'm wrong. That
Like-
smells like a little kid's juice box.
Holy
Dude.
shit! Yeah,
It
that's
smells like dull
exactly. Yeah.
pineapple. Dull pineapple, bro.
That's a sour.
That smells tremendous.
That's a
Hell
sour
yeah.
for your ass, man. That's a sour Visa.
Oh,
Yeah, look at all of us. He just got knocked out and had an orgasm at the same time.
oh man!
Sour.
An egg just came on his face.
That's a sour. Yeah. Yeah. Way.
I'm like Rebob with all the egg on my face.
Yes,
like,
man.
shit.
Shit, man. Yeah, that ain't ever coming out. No, Sour Vise did it way better in my opinion than Philly Sour. I would have been using this a long time ago, and I talked to one of the head brewers in town. He said they used to use Sour Vise for all their stuff. A very popular brewery, but they stopped doing it, and I want to figure out why.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's one of the
Probably
yeasts that
not.
you can keep reusing or whatnot, but I don't know.
What a Philly sour?
You can't really reuse. Yeah. Hold on. Well, did you guys try it yet?
Not yet. Nope.
Okay.
There is a dude that's been doing a lot of research and repitching sour or Philly sour.
And he's getting the same pHs, or is going back up to north of 3.5?
There's different results. Like he's got like different charts and mash temps, whether he added like simple sugar, whether he didn't. Like he did a lot of work. Sui Generous.
Ooh, mamacita.
I'll type the channel if you want to check it out. He
go.
does a lot of really, really good. Apparently, he's got a background in like biochemistry. So this dude, like, will
go.
explain it way better than I possibly could.
No, it's all good. No, great first impression with this yeast. I don't know, you call it a yeast, you call it a pH yeast. I mean, whatever the terminology is,
Yeah,
but it's a yeast.
There's no lactoculture in there. It's just a yeast that
Yep.
produces acid.
Yeah, same thing as affiliate.
And I was reading the label and it was like, dude, they can get their pHs down to 3.0. I was like, that's too much. This is 3.27. And we calibrated that.
That's low.
That's low as fuck.
You ready, Alias?
Huh?
You ready?
Take a sip.
Oh, I've had a few sips.
Oh, I didn't know. I was waiting on you. Cheers, bro.
Cheers, Brages.
Cheers.
This is our beer.
Oh,
Definitely sour.
Definitely
No doubt about
sour. That's what I'm worried about the most. If it wasn't sour, I'd be pissed.
It's not overly though.
You don't think so?
I've had far worse in terms of
it's
like.
not. It's not sour where it's like vinegary.
Then I've been just drinking
Kinda
too
thing?
much of it. My shit's all fried up.
Look at the pineapple too in the flavor.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I
No,
don't know.
I barely get like anything but just sour. That's all I get.
You get straight sour, Alias?
I just get straight sour.
I'm
Like,
with
I-
Alias.
are
I'm with
drinking that
Alias.
too,
Yeah, I can smell the pineapple. I don't taste
Like,
shit
I
except
smell
for
it,
sour.
but I don't taste it.
Yeah.
Don't taste it.
Yeah, but sometimes smelling can trigger your palate. I mean, it should.
Right. But I think just how low that pH is, it's just
It's
whatever you're
overkill.
smelling is just
Yeah.
burning right off.
Right. Just alien blood acid just taking over everything else.
I should have
Yeah.
taken a second like acid medication for this one.
But Alias isn't a sour guy. I think that Gnome is
No.
right. He's definitely had more sours. I just think that I've been drinking way too much of it this week. It's a 4%
that's
beer. I
fair.
walked by my keg runner. I'm like, Every time I walk by
Got a
it.
lot of body too. For
Do
like
you
a
taste
4%
any?
beer that has a,
Do you taste any
Sorry.
off flavors? Drink. Everyone drink.
No flavors.
No, I'm just said sorry. Chris Radiation drink.
Oh,
No,
I mean, it really does have a lot of body for a 4% beer.
no. I think
No,
for
is
us to
there,
like, sorry.
oh,
Drink.
I'm sorry, bud. Are there oats in the grist?
It was we stole it from
Wheat?
it's
Yeah.
in it was from the Kettle Sour. It was straight up the Kettle Sour video that me and Maury shot on the Grandfather. We used the same bit. I think it was
This is one of your old recipes?
Grain Bill, yes. Yes. But that was like the Good Billy days. Ollie, has you ever done a sour?
I've done only Philly sours.
What'd you think?
I like it. It's perfect for me because like it's tart. It's
like-
not super sour.
Yeah,
it's
like
tart.
3.6.
And so like it is, but like there are times like I have a Philly sour that's been sitting in the kegerator since March, and now it's pretty sour
Damn.
with no off flavors either.
Good.
Chris, it's 66% two row, 33% malted wheat.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
and I did the shit wrong. We were shooting for like 1047 and we got 1045, or we were shooting for 1045 and we got 1043.
Yeah, we were
Something
shooting
like
for
that, yeah.
1045. We got 1043.
There's only like 9 pounds of grain in here. There's
That's
not
a small
lot.
beer.
Yeah.
We did a super long mash
But
because we were way off on our numbers early, because we wanted to do half an hour, and we ended up doing like a 75-minute. That's when I pulled the grains, and because we did a mash out as well, and I pulled the grains and lettuce and drain and stuff like that, and then drained it into the bucket and added that.
I mean, I think it worked out well, for a hangover brew day, Sean showed up, and, I just let you guys kind of run with it.
During the brew day too. Yeah.
He showed up,
It's getting
ordered a burrito, and then took off. It was kind of weird. Yeah.
Oh, I
but-
forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just like, I don't remember him being there the whole time. But okay, yeah.
So as I'm smelling it more, I do get a little bit more of the breadiness. Like from
Yeah.
the pill.
I get that Pilsner malt in there. Like,
What up, James? What up, Zach Pearson? What up, Ape Man?
it's not a beer I can
Wow.
drink fast. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna drink this fast as shit and get another one. But after
I
this
do like it,
one,
though.
I want to do Tiny and
I'd be
Rose.
happy with it.
No, you'd be stoked off that?
Yeah, if I brew this, I'd be happy with this for sure.
Yeah. What would you give it? Like a B?
Yeah, I'd say that. I mean, obviously, there could be things to make it better always, but
I think it needs to be sweetened out. I think it's too sour.
really.
Yeah. To call something a pineapple sour, people are gonna order that based off that word pineapple.
So a little bit
It
less
needs more
sour and it's a little bit
pineapple
more sweet.
flavor. Like, I think the pineapple needs to hit me harder.
Like the beer we're gonna have after this, the Tiny Umbrellas, they call it a sour. You're gonna taste so much sugar and lactose and fruit in there. It's gonna be delicious, but you're gonna be like, dude, like, come on, man. Like that's not even like a beer. It's probably not a beer.
See, there was a episode of the Brew Lab. Do you guys check that podcast out, the Brew Lab?
No.
No.
It's
No.
a spin-off from Brewlosophy. It's like a more sciencey kind of one.
Gotcha.
Same
They did an
dudes?
episode. What's that?
Same dudes?
It's one of Marshall's like minions.
It's a good word.
I say that derogatorily.
respect to-
I don't
yeah.
mean to. Yeah, no, just one of his buds that
Later,
that
Patrick.
is
Have a good
really
night.
into brewing science.
Yeah.
And he's doing like a master's program in brewing science. Real smart guy. I forget his name, maybe Cade or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I think
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
This is California boys
Yeah.
up there. The Central Coast boys.
They did an episode on competition brewing, and they had the guy on who won the Oregon State Home Brewer of the Year, something like that.
Okay.
And he had they talked about sours for a little while, and one of the things he brought up, and this guy's doing like traditional souring in wood over years and stuff like that. But
Dude,
one thing that
why?
probably would even work for your sour is, and that he talked about was like half of brewing good sours is just blending.
Is
And
what?
So what he blending the beer. So like what he'd do is he'd get like a good sour, that he sat on for a year. He would take some of that and blend it with like a
Flanders.
just a real basic saison to kind
Okay.
of back off some of that acidity and get a nice blend. So he'll like sample and like add little bits and determine what the ratio is,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll blend it all together and submit that. And it, so something like what you brewed, you feel like you don't have enough pineapple and you feel like maybe it's too sour. You blend that with like a blonde ale or something like that and drop a little pineapple extract in
Sure.
there, and all this, like it goes from a 35 to a 42.
No, I like the
I
idea
wanted
of that.
zero-
Yeah. You don't want to start over
So
from
when-
scratch when you're doing the real barrel age and stuff.
Yeah, well, I wanted to say real quick, yeah, because like I was gonna say, like barrel aging is a little bit different than like a kettle sour. However, it's not to say that you can do that as well with this. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Especially if like that was kind of your plan, or to like kind of soften the acidity a little bit, like you said, and you have like a saison or some other sort of base beer, to try to cut that a little bit. There's no reason why you can't do that. So that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of this going on, more often than not that we just don't know about. Just the behind the curtain stuff. And look at that. Like every time you guys go to a brewery and look at their styles, and if you see like 4 of their beers are all the same ABV, kind of look to see what style that is. Because that could just be like one base beer, and then they're just cutting it in or doing secondary or something. But I see that from time to time for sure. And at the end of the day, like, I don't think the consumer really cares. If it tastes good and it's cool, like, I don't think they give a shit at all. Like, again, the home brewers were like the 1% that are like sniffing stuff out. And, what was that super shitty brewery we went to, Chris? No? 4 Daughters.
Oh, Tampa.
Oh, 3 Daughters, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking all this shit. We're like, this place fucking sucks. Like, fuck this place. Like, everyone's hyping it up. They're like, dude, like, the head brewer died today. It's this tragic thing. We're like, God damn it, man. Like, okay, this place is rad. Like, everything's cool, what? Best brewery. No, and like, hey, I'm saying that cynically, but like, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And
And rest in peace to the homie, right? Even though we didn't like his beers, like he was still part of the community, and
one of
sucks
the
that we lost.
horrible thing to happen. I think it was a motorcycle accident, but I remember that brewery was talked about and it was so overhyped. And we went over to the better brewers after that when I brewed the world. And my favorite that we were there was GBC, Grand Coast.
Oh yes, Grand Central. They were amazing.
Phenomenal.
That dark check was like the beer of the trip for me,
right?
At least.
Same with me. It's like, how are you really going to compare 3 Daughters to this brewery to the naked eye? Like, we don't know about the community. We don't know the politics of brewing. Like this is night and day. And
it's fucked up, but I guarantee you 3 Daughters has 3x top line revenue.
I know. Yeah. Family oriented. Get the kids and the pinballs and the
giant Scrabble. Have a free beer with your burger. Bring your dog.
free beer with your burger. I forgot about that. When you have to give away free food to sell your beer.
Oh, right.
Like when you're getting people in on that gnarly of discounts, like, I don't know. It seems like you're trying to go after the Walmart crowd.
Help us not have to drain pour this, please.
What's up, Alias? No, I'm going to do one more of the sour. You guys ready?
I'm still working on this sour. I can't drink it as fast as you boys.
No, Alias, I was like, do I send these guys 2 bottles? I was like, I don't know, man. This is sour. And you don't need that much.
Gnome 2 bottles? Definitely not me. That'd be hard for me.
This shit, man. I really am.
All right.
I have a question though. Did you ferment out the puree, or did you just like, run with it and like send us some glass grenades?
What do you mean?
Meaning, if you didn't ferment out the puree, it would be like a bomb.
Like, did I do another gravity reading after the?
No, did you like after you added the puree? Did you let it like ferment out?
What do you mean?
After you added the puree, did you let it ferment out? Like, did you?
No. So I just so I let it sit in that plastic bucket for a week, and I was doing gravity readings, and it wouldn't go lower than 10, 15, or 14. So when I caked it off, I just put the puree in there, and then I let it. But I was going off the Alliaz thing. I was like, I'm not force carbonating this and that. Like, we are gonna legitimately let this shit sit for like 10 days. So I did the the Zool method when they store their sours upside down. I'm sorry, when they're storing their sours in their cold box before they bring it out, they put them upside down. So when you bring it out, and you get ready to serve.
So you went puree straight into the keg.
Yeah. As opposed to what?
So to answer your question, no, he did not ferment it out.
Yeah. He sent us some potential
He sent
grenades.
us some proper porch bombs.
I'm lost. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He's saying, like, did you let the puree ferment out after you added it? And by you adding it straight to the keg and then throwing it in the fridge means no, you did not let that puree ferment out. Meaning it could have re-fermented on the way here.
Yeah, like if it was on a hot
we
truck,
talked about this a while ago. Like, do you think the gravity really goes? Do you think it really picks up from that after it ferments for a week?
Yeah, it can. If you're throwing like 3 pounds of puree into there, for sure it can.
I'm confused too, Chris.
Yeah, we're all confused, CH. So when you added the puree, what was the temperature of the beer?
When I added the puree, what was the temperature of the beer? 72.
Okay, and how long did you leave it at 72 after you added the puree?
I put it straight into the keg. Same thing, or straight into the fridge or the chest freezer, same as I've always done.
So, it was
so less than an hour.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the problem is that's all that unfermented sugar in the puree. It's now cold, so you're pushing the yeast to go dormant. And so you've got all this potential in that sugar that's not fermented. You've got the yeast that's still in suspension in that solution. You then take that cold solution that's not active fermenting, you put it into a glass bottle, and you throw it in the mail. And somewhere between like Arkansas and Texas, that package is 85 degrees, and that yeast wakes up from its rest.
Hey, how are you?
And then all of a sudden, that carbon dioxide has nowhere to go except rupturing the glass bottle and,
I understand that part, but like, okay, so I've always.
How long did you have it in the keg before you shipped it out to us?
3 weeks.
Okay.
Right.
Then that's not much of a porch bomb then.
All is, you knew the answer to that question. When did we brew? And what is today?
Not a clue.
Do the math.
That's probably mansplaining.
You guys got it. You guys got it at. I mean, it's cool they got it today.
How did you bottle it? Did you use a beer gun or something?
I didn't use a beer gun at all. No, I literally just
went straight from the tap into the bottle.
Yeah, because if it's that was my thing. If you were going to send this,
I think the reason why it's still so carbonated is it did re-ferment during shipping.
Maybe
because there's no way you can go from keg to bottle like that without a beer gun, keep that good carbonation, and ship and have it like 3 days later.
I mean,
it's okay. We live to drink about it.
No. This is a good conversation.
It was, and I've done that with I don't know, say a growler, or even just put in for my own bottle and had it a few days later.
Ace Ventura over there kicking that shit around, bro. You seen the intro to that? Shaking it up for you. No, but that's kind of where that's. I'm not gonna do the beer gun thing. Like I
on the way here, but not as gnarly as we would have thought because it was in the keg for 3 weeks.
Elementary, what's up, dog? Two things. Who was on the stream last time? We were talking about that when you add the fermentation or when you add your puree, after fermentation, then you add your fruit, it doesn't change around the gravity that much. Who was talking about that?
Wasn't it Adam Makes Beer? I know he was talking about it.
It was either Adam or it was Ben Gay, but I kind of went off that. And the second thing, I knew that these guys were going to drink these beers in 3 days. I shipped this beer out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. It was one of those things where if they were going to store it and sit it and this and that, it's going to be oxidated. I put it in a clear bottle. The way I looked at it is pretty much just like filling up a growler. You know how brewers would fill it up, and then 3 days later you're going to open it up and then drink the whole thing. So
Yeah, but I don't think growlers even have that good carbonation 3 days later.
I mean, you guys looked at it in the video. Like there was a lot of, like remember we talked about. I think I did have it to maybe 20 psi for the first 3 days, maybe even 4 days, and then I bled it off. Because remember we had the conversation.
Good carbonated. Like,
what's up?
This is like I could go to the store right now, crack open a beer, and this is how carbonated it'd be.
I mean,
like,
all that
I'm
being
impressed.
But it sounds like
I love it.
I mean,
I'm impressed, like without a beer gun and everything, like how well carbonated it is.
You just got to go DIY, man. Just got to fucking, throw that Hail Mary up and just cross your toes and see what's up.
Cross my toes.
I will say this, from the research I've done on this yeast, a lot of people do recommend co-pitching it because of how sour it gets. So you could do something as simple as like just 1 packet of this, 1 pack, or a half packet, I guess, if you're doing a 5-gallon batch, and a half packet of USO5. That way it doesn't go all the way down to like 3.2.
That'd be cool. What up, Stephen Plass? What up, Zach?
That's
Pearson?
something I would play around with.
I ain't doing no beer gun thing, man. Let's say I want to make a video of it, and I'm fucking done making videos after the Inkbird thing where they told me to redo all my shit. And I was just like, dude, no. But no beer gun over here. Definitely no beer gun over here.
I like my beer gun, but I'm constantly filling cans and bottles and stuff. I'm trying to submit to competition and stuff, and it's kind of a delicate process to really tune in your beer gun.
Yeah, I've heard.
But
I've talked to Larry about it.
Yeah, it's tricky, but once you get it dialed in, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Especially with cans, because you want it to like slightly foam up a little bit, right?
Yep. Cap on foam, my man, and it's tough.
Oh yeah.
And then before I send stuff off to competition, I'll open one of them and check to see how full the can is. I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like a good fill, and I'll set it on a scale and like see how much grams it should weigh. And then I'll go around and pick out which cans are closest to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get the best
Interesting.
possible. I mean, trying to use every trick I can to like give me the best advantage.
Fair enough.
Because they'll knock a point off for like overfilled cans or like
Really?
Yeah, packaging issues. Yeah, I mean a point matters sometimes.
Are they just being too picky?
Oh, some of these judges, man, they take that shit seriously.
I think
now
a little too serious.
Brewing bad.
Well, I mean, look,
Please no more Inkbird
barbecue,
videos.
like-
I know, man. When I uploaded that video and like 10 other people put that video out, I was like, dude, this fucking, I didn't know it was going to work like this.
10 people? That's a little low. I'm like,
What's up?
I said 10 people's a little low.
What are we talking about? Inkbird videos?
Just meaning like everyone in the mom did a video on that.
Yeah, that was bummer, man. I talked to Kyle about that. I thought at one time Inkbird was an American company, and I thought they had maybe like a branch out here. It was all from China. And it was
Oh, really?
Yeah, Inkbird I thought for sure was American, at least at one time. And
I have a pretty serious complaint of the Inkbird.
really? I mean, it's a killer product. Yeah. They just have no clue what they're doing as far as like branding and YouTube goes. Yeah.
The one thing that the Inkbird doesn't do,
they don't even need it, to be honest with you.
They don't have an off switch. So I know that sounds stupid, but like I like to keep all my stuff plugged in because I want to read what the temperature setting says.
Yeah.
But as I'm doing a transfer or as I'm pouring off the kegs, like it'll start kicking off my glycol pump or it'll start turning on the heating pad or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to do anything right now. Just chill out and tell me what the temperature is. And there's no way to do that with an Inkbird. So I'm constantly adjusting my temperature just to keep it like so it's happy and not adjusting. It's really annoying. I wish there was a way that you could just tell it to chill out, don't do anything. But tell me what the temperature is.
Do you have the one connected to your phone?
No, I don't have the Bluetooth one. I just have like the
Or the Wi-Fi
standard
one?
boys.
Yeah, I feel like most people don't have that one.
I don't know which one I have. I have the one that Spike sells, whatever that is.
Wait, can't you? Well, I don't know. Maybe I missed part of what you said. Can't you just plug it in, but not having anything in the heat or the cooling?
I could do that. So I could reach down and unplug the heating and unplug the cooling. That's
Right, yeah.
what I end up having to do.
You could
But that shit's way down in the corner, and I'm reaching over glycol lines, and like,
Yeah.
you gotta like contort
Inconvenient,
yourself.
yeah.
To,
There should be a mode, like you said. That would be nice,
just
actually,
a
like a
button.
bypass or something like that.
yeah, just chill out mode.
wait.
how much-
Is it because like you have like a temperature set and then the temperature changes and so it's like it's gonna activate it?
Yeah, like before the wort hits the thermal well, it's
Uh-huh.
gonna give you an incorrect reading, and then as you're racking the keg, it's gonna give you an incorrect reading, and God forbid you have your glycol lines disconnected when all that stuff's happening. You're dumping glycol everywhere, and it's just a it's just a
Oh,
giant mess.
gotcha,
Mostly
gotcha.
like anytime
Yeah,
I'm
so because like
transferring
once you plug in the Inkbird, it's on kind of thing. There's no like
Yeah.
on or off switch.
Yeah.
if it's calling for cooling, it's gonna run the glycol pump.
So
This is
one
pissing me
thing
off.
what you want to do is you can get like almost like a Bluetooth switch or a Wi-Fi switch for it. So you know how you plug in your heating, your cooling into the Inkbird.
Yep.
Plug the Inkbird into like into its own physical switch that you can control on and off, and they have Wi-Fi ones that connect to your like Bluetooth ones that connect to your
That's one of
phone.
those for my Christmas trees. Yeah.
Yep. And just connect it to that way, and that's probably going to be like for like $10 you can fix that issue.
I mean, I have some sitting on the shelf. Yeah, so I could just tell Alexa to turn on right Inkbird.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's smart.
That's kind of unfortunately now I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
And so like once you're gonna be like, okay, I'm putting in this keg, let me turn off the Inkbird so it doesn't just start triggering random shit.
And that way I won't have to change any.
Olive Nation.
I won't have to unplug stuff.
Unplug
climb
anything,
around,
change any of
wire.
your settings, nothing like
Really
that.
smart idea. Yeah, thanks for that. That's really helpful. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Easier, but you have the same opinions as normal. You can't just read the temperature control.
Wow.
What up, Bomb Brew? All right. No, you still drinking that sour okay over there? Is it kind of hurting?
No, I'm fine. I mean, you want to guys move on? I have another glass.
No. I mean, I just poured one, but I'm still kind of paying for it. But I've been drinking this shit all week. Sour, it's not a lager. It's not a hazy. It's a different like rhythm of drinking. I got rid of that blanket though, and I already hear the echo in the room.
Back off, war child, seriously.
Oh, from your own voice, like bouncing off the walls or whatever.
Yeah, you ever walk in, rent out an apartment or look at a house. You walk in there, it's just bouncing.
Oh, and there's no
off.
furniture, just all the sound bounces off everything.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have seen this room over here. There's nothing going on in that.
Wow.
Oh, because you put your bed back in the other room?
Yeah, my bed's always in the room that I put the air mattress in for you. For.
Gotcha.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like beer that much.
That's a good idea to separate your office and your bedroom.
I mean, this place is small. God, this echo's killing me now. Maybe if I talk closer and lower.
I don't hear it in the mic or
Only
anything,
you were
so
hearing.
You guys don't hear an echo?
no, not in the mic.
Michael
No.
Myers all up in this motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need a 2-bedroom. I could pretty much make all of this work, especially because I'm not really putting out YouTube content nowadays. But I don't know. It's just nice to have an office and then just sleep in another room. You guys know my house. It's pretty much like one step up from a prison cell. There's really nothing going on.
Back off, war child, seriously.
There's not much to it, but definitely.
I didn't want much to it. I didn't think I would still be here by now, coming up on 18 months. But I'm glad that when I do move out, it's an easy move. It is nothing at all like the San Diego to Knoxville trip. Selling 1,000 things and giving 1,000,000 things away and dealing with all that offer up and Craigslist bullshit where people want to like go back and forth over $5. You're just like, fuck, man, just take it, man. You can meet up, go back and forth, and then like $60 for like a 50-inch TV, and they're like, well, we only have like 40. It's like, dude, I told you. Fuck, man. Yeah, so none of that's going to happen the next trip.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can say about that, yeah.
What do we think about the next beer?
Tiny Umbrellas, it's got
Okay.
my vote. It's going to be a way
not yet.
easier sour to drink. It is like a cookie, like a donut sour. Get over here!
Yeah, well, like those smoothie sours, obviously, like that puree.
Yeah.
They use ridiculous amounts.
At Zool?
You know that. Well, just that's kind of the style nowadays. There's a brewery in Providence, which I talked about many times. Long Live. It's literally 50% puree in the can. So I mean, you got to think like that's going to balance out that tartness, like for sure.
Right.
So it's okay to have a base like this, where Chris mentioned blending other beers with it, but also just the puree alone will soften that up like huge.
I might do a shot of Maker's Mark in between. But when you have, dude, I'm just glad I got that video out, man. That video was taking too long. But, when you drink a sour, like a pastry sour, and you drink a couple inches down, and you wipe your finger on the inside of that, and you're just like, whoa, man, they put a lot of
Lactose.
adjuncts, puree. Yeah.
Back off, war child.
Christ, even this is 7%.
Denoid, is your house 700 square feet? Yeah or no, maybe. My house is the perfect amount of size for me. I just need a garage. Come here. Groups in the garage. What up, Adam Hattie? What's up, dog? All of a sudden, you can throw so much more away. Yes, sir. That's kind of the rule with moving out, or just maybe having shit in general. Like if you haven't used it in a year, get rid of it.
Be right back.
Oh shit, man! Chris Radiation all up in this motherfucker. How'd you do that while you're on the stream with us? 1069, man. Much love, Chris. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for that super chat. I forgot about the super chats, man. Thank you so much, Chris. Get over here. Got to get you down to Asheville and Knoxville and Chattanooga. That's a city I got to check out next. Chris, just keeping it cool up there. Thank you. Can I get an RSVP laugh or something? Get over here. Chris, what are you drinking up there? You still drinking
No, I just finished my barley wine.
Whoa. What's the ABV on that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I think it's 8+. I can't remember. I canned it in April.
Mm.
And before that, we like aged it for a year, so I it's around 8. It's okay. It's not our best, but
Super malty.
it's it got so
They're
I
all
aged it for a
malty. They're
year
not-
in a carboy, and it got a little bit of that garnishy oxidation kind of flavor, for like a malty beer,
Okay.
So I think I just had too much headspace in that carboy, and it just got a little bit of oxygen in it. I think next time I'll fill up the carboy a little more.
Gotcha. Always ready for Tiny Umbrellas? Sour that's going to be a little bit more
I'm
subtle.
still working on this guy.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I don't know. How long have we been in here? An hour 20? Yeah, dude, my mouth is fried.
Like my mouth is like,
Fried.
yeah.
We can move on.
Tiny Umbrellas? You guys got 2 pint glasses we can chip into?
I got one more sip.
Hey, we got some people in here tonight, man. For Tuesday night, I don't think we've ever been up to 65 before. Much love, y'all. Anybody who's here right now. Chris Vodka, what's up, dog?
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Hey,
Chris, how are you,
Vodka in
man?
the house.
100%. Get over here. Good to see Adam Hattie, man. Always showing love on the channel. Anybody who watched the new Homebrew Flight video? Me, Aliaz Gnome, a couple other people in there. It's doing really good, man. I needed that for my YouTube morale. It's getting tougher and tougher to put out these videos.
That was a great video, man. It really was.
Appreciate that, man.
Oh,
It
jeez.
was cool, man. It was a great weekend. Me and Aliaz got the 18 holes in like an hour before you took off.
Dude, yeah, it was like perfect timing.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad course.
I left at like midnight. Something like that.
I definitely fell asleep for that. At that point, I was like, dude, I got to go to bed. I mean, that was midnight at Sunday night.
What?
Yeah,
Steve-
like shortly after midnight. I think I got at the airport at like 1 something.
Oh, bro, and you
Oh,
had
I
that
see.
shitty
Waited until your
layover.
Uber
You had,
got there.
yeah, you had, yeah.
The
See that?
airport was literally closed. Like they had like
That's happened to me before.
chain grates up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sorry about that, Noam. That sucks.
No. Oh, that was.
Wait, so how long did you wait outside the airport?
At least 4 hours before they opened like the
4
airport.
hours?
Yeah, dude.
What was the
it
temperature?
sucked. Oh, it was fine. I was just like listening to music the whole time.
Damn.
How'd
Don't
you
get me wrong,
stay
it
awake
sucked.
for 4 hours? Like, fuck.
Yeah, it sucked. And then like even when the airport opened, I still had to wait a couple more hours.
Oh my god. At least
And
you
then
like had access to electricity and like charge your
Dude.
phone and stuff like that.
So even when I got to my next destination, I still had another like 4 or 5 hour layover. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, because you had a super long layover.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's
That whole
happened to
day
me.
sucked.
Yeah, that's that. Knoxville is not like Charlotte or LAX. Asheville.
Luckily, I had direct flights for mine.
But like,
On the way there,
but
I
all
did.
yeah, see, even with that, like I've been to the airport 3 hours early, and they're just not open. And it's like,
Yeah.
who's ever seen an airport that's just not open? You could at least go
That's my
inside
first
and
time.
go to Starbucks or some bagel
Not
shit.
even. Sometimes that shit ain't even. They ain't even around for that too.
What's up?
They ain't even around for that. Like sometimes. So like that's
The bigger airports have those places. Like they want you spending money. The smaller ones are like they just work like down the street. Like it's a 9 to 5 for them. And the Asheville airport's like half the size of the Knoxville airport.
Damn.
Yeah. We need to switch up other beers though. Hey. All right, we got a sniper in the tower. Stephen Plass. Much love, man. Stephen, how are you, man? Gifted 10 memberships. Todd Porter called out. Jay Flizzle didn't get called out. JF, Fresh Country Ales.
Wait.
What's up, dog? Gregory Swanson. Silent Badelli. Brandon T. Silent Badelli. Carlos, what's up, man?
Fizzle.
Marco Esquandolas. Dan Johnson. How is everybody, man? Much love, Steve. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Oh shit, Jay Fizzle.
It's good to be back. This is the perfect week
Justin's in
for
the
me.
chat.
Who? Just Bruin?
Oh yeah, my buddy. I was wondering like what the. My buddy just messaged me. Why'd you leave? And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
And he's like the stream.
Bruin. No,
I didn't
not
know.
Just. Ollie, you ever talk to Just anymore? Being that you guys are kind of.
We have a Austin group chat, so it's me, Yeast, Just, and Sunset. And so we'll chat every now and then in there and
Is he out?
and stuff
Is
like
he-
that.
He's just done Bruin.
He's kind of busy with just life stuff and
Yeah, I get it.
whatnot.
Oh, I get it. Dude, I can't drink this anymore. It's too sour.
Right?
Can't do
Let's
it,
move
man.
on to the tiny umbrellas.
All right, let me.
So mango, guava, and pineapple.
All right. Oh, glad there was only one of that guy.
Oh, jeez.
Why did we have to go to another sour?
Oh,
At least he
back
said
then.
it wasn't like super sour.
Yeah, with like apparently this one's like more smoothie style if I remember him correctly.
So what's the 7%?
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's another strong beer. Gluten free, by the way.
Really?
Says
What?
gluten free. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah. What grains did they use?
We're gonna eat some birdseed or drink some birdseed.
Wait, you guys got a gluten-free beer over there?
Yeah, gluten free sour.
Sweet. My brother-in-law is celiac. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, you should make some gluten-free beer. And I'm like, no.
I've heard that so much from people
Oh, it
that also
smells
have that.
like mango.
Yeah. Damn, this smells good. I can't imagine a life where I can't drink beer without like severe consequences. Yeah, it smells tremendous. Smells like I don't know, like some kind of gummy candies. Peach rings? Peach rings. But even though there's no peach in here, it reminds me of peach rings. I'll shut up.
No, do you remember that beer called Skittles?
Yes, Angry Chair. Oh my god,
Dude.
diabetes.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. That was like, goddamn.
I just
You're hooked
needed
up.
like 3 ounces of that. I liked it, but I needed 3 ounces, not 8.
Yeah. So it's
Chris,
mango.
you're in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, bud.
Okay.
My in-laws used to live in Cedar Park, and now they live in Kerrville.
Gotcha.
So I got some Austin links.
Yeah, it bummed me, by the way. Like, so literally the place I was enthused the most to visit in Tampa was Angry Chair, and they didn't have any of their like stouts, which that's what they're known for. So I was like, okay, looks like I'm drinking sugar beer.
But that the owner that was chatting with us that first day when you came in and met Nick and I,
Yeah.
he was cool as shit, man. I think he charged us for like 4 beers each, and we all had 17.
I know, yeah.
Like we got
That was
such a
very nice.
discount, and the guy was cool as hell. Just like wanted to hang with somebody that was like, not, but knew something about beer. I don't know. He was cool.
Yeah, we were riffing. We were talking about some edgy stuff too, and he was like participating, which was cool.
Mango,
make the owner
guava,
of-
pineapple.
If you make the owner of a brewery,
You'll dig this,
laugh, I
Elias.
think that's a guaranteed discount.
It smells fantastic.
No, these guys. It's probably not even a beer, to be honest with you. I don't think
I mentioned it's gluten free. What's up with that?
it's not a beer. I'm pretty sure it's not. I
Yeah.
think it's all. Like pretty much on like more of like maybe a seltzer vibe.
Seltzer, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Cool can art. Let's pour it into a glass though. You can never tell with this one. It's kind of tough because sometimes it all kind of looks like foam. Never mind. We good.
It's tastes fantastic.
You down with that?
Doesn't
Elias?
taste sour at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I
Even,
will say this: it doesn't say beer anywhere on the can.
On the
know.
can.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Don't even let people know what it is. Like, don't even tell them like it's
I
a
think
cider,
it's a cider.
or a cider.
I think it's a cider.
It's definitely not a cider. It's more on the seltzer vibe. I know this. Yeah. This is like one of our best kept secrets in Knoxville.
Oh.
We're not supposed to tell people that it's really not a beer at all.
It isn't a beer. I can see the separation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either like a cider or a seltzer. Yeah. I think it might be
not,
a seltzer. with,
it's not. There's nothing to do with apples, even though it kind of does taste like apples. But that's
doesn't
just
even. But ciders don't even have to be doing with apples, anyways. You
You
can
sure?
make yeah.
How
Yeah.
does that work? What's
You
the-
can make like if you make a cider out of pure pineapple juice, it's still a cider. It's cider is a fruit juice fermented. A hard cider is a fruit juice fermented. It doesn't have to be
Interesting.
necessarily apple juice.
I'll take your word for
But
it,
isn't
man.
that
The more we know.
Tapatio?
Tapachi?
Tapache, yeah. Tapache.
Dude, what's the deal with that, man? I get these comments. People are like, "Hey, like, can this yeast work good on Tapachi?" I'm like, I don't know about that fucking yeast. I don't drink.
Yeah, you
or
know
make
who knows about Tapache is the
the
brew show,
Brasho?
Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm afraid to
Give
make
you a dog or something.
big batches.
Chris
of
Ratty.
shit. I don't know.
So a buddy of mine who's watching the stream from the Northeast. He's like,
Say
"Oh,
it.
so who are the guys?" And I said, "For you were from Pittsburgh." And he's like, "Oh, Schittsburg." He's from the Northeast too.
Yeah, that's cool. So he's identifying as a Boston person, I guess, because he
Shots
lives in the
fired.
White Mountains or some nonsense. With
Well,
like,
he now lives in Houston. I don't know where exactly from the Northeast he's from,
he's
but
he's just worried about Sunday.
I saw that, Jorge. Hope all is well, man.
we always call Massachusetts folks massholes.
We got to get Jorge on here soon.
Pittsburgh.
I forgot what we call New York folks, but We always had a name for all these
Scumbags?
northeastern folks.
Oh yeah, so we were in Dublin this summer.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers polo shirt. And I'm walking down like kind of semi-touristy area, kind of right near the whatever that old book is at the one anyway, downtown Dublin, let's say. And a guy just walks up to me and he goes, "Boo, Pittsburgh." And obviously he's from America, right? And so I was just like, "Boo, wherever you're from." We fist bumped and just kept walking.
That's usually how that tends to go, eh?
The name of the game is everyone should be allowed to talk shit at a sporting event. It's when you touch somebody, that's when you cross the line. Or, spit or, point a finger in their face. But, like, people should be allowed to just chirp and talk shit. And,
Chirping's fine.
yeah.
As long as, like, you keep it to, like you're not, like, insulting their, like, family or,
Yeah,
like,
but you can't control how much they've had to drink, though, too. So you really don't know,
True.
like,
True.
That's not your
fuck around and find
responsibility.
out.
I mean,
Yeah,
What I missed
No,
out on?
it's not your responsibility, but there are consequences
Yeah,
to it.
The little game of
You
fuck
can't-
around and find
You
out.
can say what you want. That's freedom of speech, fine.
Yeah.
But there's not freedom of consequence.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, that guy said "Boo Pittsburgh" with a giant cheese on his face. He's probably from Baltimore or Cleveland or somewhere that's like a rival city, and it's like,
Cheese? Green
we're
Bay?
in Dublin. Like, who cares, man? Fist bump, and he was smiling, and it was all good. It was all in good fun,
Good.
But like, if you come to Pittsburgh and go to a Steeler game and wear a Baltimore Ravens jersey and start chirping, you're
You're going to get your
gonna
ass kicked. Yeah.
You're gonna get your ass kicked. It's
Right.
just how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, what do you think was going to happen?
Well, yeah, especially like if you go to a Philly game wearing the wrong jersey, you're fucking like you don't even have to say a word. You're just already gonna get beat the
No,
fuck up.
well, we're talking about like when you see like a crowd of like guys and girls and they're all hanging out, having a good time, you're talking shit, this and that. If you see like one renegade dude that's just like, yo, I'm in this town by myself, I'm going to get drunk and get blacked out and start talking shit, it's like, you're
That
probably the
sounds like
easiest
a
guy to get
horrible
punked.
idea.
Yeah, you're probably the easiest
Yeah.
guy to be like, well, I don't know, man. We're gonna kick the shit out of you.
Kind of had it coming to you.
Has anybody in here ever been in a fight at a sports game?
No.
I was
Chris
next
Radiation?
to one. Yeah, I was at a Steeler game and there was a coked out alcoholic dad that punched his kid.
Whoa.
Oh my god, that took a turn.
Yeah, and like,
It's not the worst I was expecting to come out, but
Yeah, me
okay.
neither. I was like,
Dude,
oh wait.
I mean, I love my city, but I know there's some people in my city that really need help. And this guy,
That's
he
everywhere.
punched his kid, and his kid was just trying to hang out with his dad. Like, it was the saddest thing ever.
Man, that's a bummer.
And this dude was like, like the guy who's like an electrician that shows up to your service call, and he just looks like he only spends time on his Roadhog or on it in the gym or like at the cocaine dealership. Like,
Bro.
that's it.
The cocaine
Right.
dealership.
That was this guy, right? And so he's there, and they send up a guy. No, he might kick your ass, but barely, right? He's like 5'2", like 160 pounds, and he's like, "Sir, you need to come with me." And the guy's like, "Yeah, come and get it." So one thing led to another. The cops show up. The cops are there. They're trying to get him down. And
This
they
was at a
hold
Pittsburgh game?
yeah, Steelers game. And they hold a can of mace like 6 inches away from his eyes, and they rock that shit, and it bounced off like his eye socket. This mace, right? Because mace like shoots out like serious, 'cause
Yeah.
it's not meant to be 6 inches away. So it rockets off of his cheekbone and hits the people like next to
Behind
us.
him.
So they got fucking maced, right? And their day is ruined.
I did not know that.
Oh my god! And so this guy,
It's not
he's
just like
still holding up.
Fanaka.
He's like, "Argh!" He's like fucking Green Giant, whatever. They're pulling him down, and they take the clubs out, and they're hitting him on the back. And I hear like the
man.
sound of like club hitting
On
back,
bone. Yeah.
and like bone, like that like sound. I can't get it out of my head.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, come to Pittsburgh. It's fun.
Did you guys hear about what happened at New England? So there was a dispute between a Dolphins fan and a Patriots fan, and a Dolphins fan punched a Patriots fan, The dude hit the concrete and he actually ended up dying.
That was last
It was
week.
like 2 weeks ago, I think, something like that.
That's
And
why you walk away from fights.
That's
Yeah,
what,
dude.
yeah, like the fall is
Always
worse than the
de-escalate.
punch, man. Unless you're in like you're on a tarp or some blow up little kid zone. Like,
Jesus.
And that dude was there with his kids. Speaking of kids, the dude who passed away,
Oh,
yeah,
my
man.
God.
fucked up. But that's why I hate that.
Well, the
whole-
guy went to
You're-
jail for
you're a fan of
manslaughter
a
then.
different team than me, so that we have to
Yeah,
fight.
that's
It's so
third-degree murder,
childish.
yeah.
It's retarded. Sorry, I shouldn't say that word, but it's stupid.
No, like if you are fighting over sports like that much, like you're fucking dumb as shit. I'm sorry.
especially
Like,
if you
if
have
you-
a kid there.
Like if you feel like you need to fight someone because you support a team so much, you're dumb as shit because that team doesn't give two shits about you.
No.
They don't know who the fuck you are. All they're doing is being paid to fucking place, like throw a fucking ball, catch a ball, whatever. Like it's entertainment. It isn't something worth fighting for.
No, it's not like your freedom. It's not like your livelihood.
No.
No. Do you guys remember
If-
that the
if your
Dodgers
team loses, are you going sent to the death pit? Are you going to
Yeah, that's
have to go be a slave labor? Whatever. No, like you don't lose your freedoms. You don't lose any of that. You
But everyone's
live.
always
your
by their
day as
boys.
normal.
They're drunk as hell. Do you guys remember that bad one? I mean, no, that was as bad as it gets. Death at the Miami Patriots game. But remember, like 10, 15 years ago, when it was the Dodgers and the Giants, and the two guys fought. Same story. A guy punches a guy, and he had like severe, like we're not supposed to say the R word anymore, but like literally,
Disability.
yeah. And then he became like the guy to throw out the first pitch, and then like they turned him into like, hey, show up once a month, and was like, fuck, man. Before that, he's got the story of him raising families and playing catch with his sons and daughters. You're just like, I mean, I don't
So you
think
got
it,
brain damage
like
from a
severe.
fight.
I'll put it in the. I'll send it to you guys after this. But like, it was also like I heard both sides of the story. Like I think it happened in San Francisco. San Francisco and the Dodgers are they can't stand each other.
Right.
But it was like, dude, that could have gone either way. Like like you could have punched the other guy and he could have slapped his head on the ground or fell down the stairs. Like slapping his temple and skull against the ground and like. You're the bad guy or the good guy or like it
Yeah.
like it's I don't know. I'll send it to you guys a little bit later on. But anyway, man, what's up, JF? We got Tokyo in the house. I don't know if I'm feeling this tiny umbrellas. I think it's kind of a relief to get away from how sour our beer was. But I taste like straight up like
This is
some
very sweet.
some Four Loko vibes.
Never had Four Loko, but
No, but like when I poured the last part out, it was straight up like looked like orange juice pulp.
I can almost see the separation actually in your glass from like your camera.
You can see it right there for sure, right?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yep.
right,
Oh,
like
yeah,
there
there's
to there.
stratification there.
Bing,
Yeah.
bing.
Yeah.
That's
It does taste like. You know what it tastes like to me? It tastes like
Bigfoot's dick.
an overly extracted seltzer.
It probably is a seltzer base.
Four Loko.
Because I feel like, or just like seltzers, I think over 5% taste horrible.
Do you guys have this
It's
Reason
problem?
being is just because they use so much, like it's just
7%.
water and dextrose, right?
Yeah.
And then they try to cover up and so it's just gonna taste like pure alcohol at that point.
I don't know if it's dextrose. I think it's sucrose. I might be wrong on that, but
Either or, like either or.
Do you guys ever
it's-
feel like guava tastes like your like body odor or like you're eating an armpit or something?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it to be honest.
I've
No,
got this
I've
weird.
never actually eaten
There's
a
some-
guava fruit.
It's like
Chris,
it's
I'm for
like
real right now.
salty meets like
Yeah.
funk. Yeah.
Dorian. Or durian, whatever the hell that fucking stinky fruit is.
Durian, like the second
Take
worst
it
food
easy.
of all time.
Vodka.
Yeast in the barrage. Yeah, guava's weird, man. Guava's supposed to be like the tropical fruit, you feel like you're on vacation when you do it. I just taste like someone's choking me out. My armpits, like
It's like it
My
almost
mouse in
like
their armpit.
tastes like kind of sex adjacent.
like what?
You know, like
Like no
the
one's been
smell
laid
of
in like a month.
sex. I don't know.
I would go with body over odor over
Okay.
something. You know when you meet somebody for the first time and they just kind of smell and you're like, fuck, you're one of these people?
I feel like
Guac-
I might be that guy. No, you met me. Am I a smelly guy?
You're not a smelly guy.
Oh, that's good.
Everyone here's got like a smelly friend though, like the person just walks up, you're like, fuck, man. Like, I don't know if it's like your mouth or like your
Yeah.
armpits.
Dude, you're a cool guy, but you just need a little hygiene. help.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
And how do you break that news to them?
I think there's some people out there that actually can't help it. Like maybe
But,
it's.
like-
I think my dad has like permanently just bad breath, and I know that it's been a thing. He's tried to hone it in. He just has to like take an Altoid every 5 seconds. But I think there's some people out there that, like their epidermis, like their skin, just kind of smells like shit. There's been a couple people, and that sucks, man. Like take showers, clean, put on cologne. You're still like just your body just gives off something fucking weird,
At that point, you just need to follow fish.
Pretty much, yeah. Just live in the ocean.
That's good.
Yeah, just date mermaids.
Yeah, fish or become a surfer. Right.
Yeah, track down Ariel. Oh, yeah, you got a friend that smells like shit, right? No? You guys got friends? Or you're just like,
Oh,
dude,
for sure.
you're like, dude, you just fucking stink like a goddamn dumpster, man. Like, I love you.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You fucking just smell like hell.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird thing. Like, you can't.
It's not like they smell, but their breath smells. Some of them like just their breath just like
Sometimes it's more than the breath, though. Sometimes it's like something's going on.
their body odor.
Yeah, it's not like a dude who's, it's a grown man. Like, there's not like, he's not like shitting his pants or like soiling himself.
No.
Yeah.
I know. I think they just sometimes just don't put deodorant. I think part of it is that too.
Or maybe the deodorant that we use like isn't enough for them.
We use some
Like,
super strong shit in
yeah,
there, just using like bargain shit.
Yeah, they're just using the 99-cent store stuff. It was like, dude, you got to up your body odor game. Like, start putting that shit behind your kneecaps or like in your wrists or something. Like, maybe it's just more than just your armpits.
Kneecaps.
Yeah.
I just switched
Good beer,
over
though.
to aluminum free deodorant maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And that like certain brands work better than others, but
Sure.
I felt way more confident when I was using that aluminum shit. That aluminum antiperspirant deodorant is like strong as shit, and like it didn't. I could go all day. I could have a semi-active day and still be confident. But with this aluminum-free shit, I know it's better for me, but I got to reapply maybe at 3 p.m. if I want to be really confident.
So it's all placebo. It's all in your head. You want the shit on the commercials, like the Old Spice stuff. Like that's when it's working better for you. And if it's not, you'll start thinking about it more.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I just
the
know
power of
like when I get
advertising.
home from a long day, after wearing the aluminum-free stuff, I'm like, woo, a little funky, dude. Whereas I don't remember that being the case with the aluminum, the full like degree antiperspirant deodorant stuff
Interesting.
that was full of chemicals.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of psychological stuff in the stuff that we
Yeah.
even like the Snickers commercial, man. It's like you're not you till you're hungry or whatever, or the Axe effect.
Yeah.
Like I used to be this guy, like this nerdy little dude, and then I started using Old Spice. It's like Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis.
Yep.
People buy into this stuff. You don't have it. You think like you're, maybe back to where you were. I'm also drunk, by the way, so no one should fucking listen to me at all. How are you guys doing in the bottom row? You guys drunk? Nomsky?
Yeah, I'm just in like
I'm-
chat hell.
I'm buzzing.
We're buzzing. Okay, I'm pretty much good on the tiny umbrellas. I think I could probably not drink
very
another one of these ever again. Does anybody here tonight have a dark beer? Everything's just all like orange Julius out. Pearson in the house, baby. Zachy P.
I got a bottle of Pliny the Elder.
Well, we've got the other one. What's the
Oh yeah, we got your coconut marshmallow creamsicle.
yeah, let's go on. Let's see what's up with that.
You're literally trying to just give us diabetes on
sour
this trip,
smooth.
eh?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, we're, we're all gonna go. It's all gonna happen to us sooner or later, man. Let's just live good and enjoy it in the short term.
Sounds good.
What is that, Chris Radiation?
Your video today, like I died when you cut yourself off.
At the end.
Oh, I always do that.
That was. Cheers to.
Put you on my MySpace top. Put
Cue
you
the
on
music.
the outskis.
I thought that was hilarious. And also, one thing I noticed, you do that countdown from 5 or 4 or whatever, and it doesn't even make it to 1, and you start.
That's happened like 10 times.
I know, but I always appreciate it because I'm just like, it's not. He's not going down to 1, is he? Yep. Nope.
Never has. Never happened. Well, there's a story behind that I'll tell you after this, but
Okay.
it got very deep. No, there's no story at all. I just like when I stole that from YouTube, I snipped it at this and that because in my mind you can only steal like 3 or 4 seconds off stuff from YouTube, and and then they hit you with the copyright stuff. So it's like,
right.
Would you rather get like 5-4 or like 2-1? That was all that. There was no other story besides that. Yeah, this and that. But good to see we got the barrage still here. Elementary man, America's favorite teacher. What's up, Brian? Dodgers Giants games could be rough, especially at Dodger Stadium. Yeah. Dodgers own that division. I don't think.
Pretty sure any
the Giants
Astros
are getting in.
Astros Dodgers game at Dodger Stadium would not go well.
Because of a rivalry, or like, is there something?
Well, because of the whole.
The cheating thing. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm caught up. I'm an idiot. Speaking of which, did any of our teams get on the dance floor? Are the Astros in? Are the Red Sox in?
They're not locked in.
No, they are not. The Red Sox fucking plummeted.
The Red Sox, the Astros, and the Padres did not make the playoffs. I would have lost a lot of money if I were to, because I would have bet against that. Like at least one of these teams would make it in the playoffs, at the beginning of the year. Brew Show. What's up, Raj? Trent in the house. Any Dodgers game is rough.
So right now, no team from the AL West has made it to the playoffs.
Say that again, Elias?
So no team from AL West has made it to the playoffs. So Rangers, Astros, Mariners, they're all fighting for a chance to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't think Astros will get it because Texas Rangers have 2 wins over them. And they're right now losing today.
I'm starting to love college football. I really don't care at all about the NFL anymore, especially after Dean Spanos took the team to LA. But like I will always love baseball. No, we've had this conversation a million times. I will always love baseball, and I don't know. The Padres just. I said that in the video. Like they'll win twice a week by 10 runs. And then they will lose every extra inning game. And then all the 1-run games, they just lose them. It's so weird.
Yeah, you sent something to me and Aliaz where it was showed how many 1-run games they lost.
Yeah.
That was wild. That was wild. No, it showed it showed Major League Baseball. It's like if you flip-flopped every team's 1-run games and flipped them upside down, whether they lost or they won, or they won or whether they lost, Padres would have the 3rd best record in like Major League Baseball. And then you look at some teams like the Dodgers or the Baltimore Orioles or the shitty teams, like they don't change at all because the good teams are winning by more than 1 run, and the shitty teams are losing by more than 1 run. That was a crazy stat. Crazy stat. Maryland, who's that? Baltimore? Orioles?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, they are really good this year.
Dude, they might be for real. No, when's the last time you seen that as a Red Sox fan?
They're usually in last place. They compete with Tampa Bay for last place, usually.
Even with Cal Ripken and Sammy Sosa and Miguel Tejada?
It's been a while since they've been good, yeah.
Who was their last good pitcher? Mike Mussina before he went to the Yankees?
Probably a good choice, yeah.
When you
I
go to
can't
the
really think of
Baltimore
anyone
Orioles,
besides
do you have
that.
to have sideburns? Remember they always had
I
sideburns?
don't know, but that reminds me of actually, dude, I haven't seen as many mustaches as the Knoxville trip.
A lot
Dude,
of
everyone's got a
mustaches.
mustache.
Dude, there was a lot of good girls out that weekend.
Oh, always.
Nah, but that weekend was weird. Oh, yeah, you remember that?
Which weekend?
Knoxville. Good looking ladies out there.
Uh huh.
Remember
Oh
that though?
yeah.
Like, remember when we went to MLB? It was like the moms were hot.
Yeah,
Like their
dude.
daughters
Oh
were
my
hot.
god.
Like
So I stole one of their dogs.
That was at
one blonde girl was trying to smoke a cigar in front of her mom. We
Urban.
started doing. I think we did
Oh,
ecstasy or MDMA.
That was weird. Yeah, the mom was there with her two daughters, and then
All I was just
and
lit
then
that
when you
fire.
saw the dog was it
Austin, Texas
Union?
fire.
No,
That was
is it
Urban.
Union?
Urban.
Urban. That's the word. Yeah,
Urban
down
Meyer.
the street. Urban.
Yeah. Cigarette bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kind
Where
of
I have to be outside because I couldn't do inside there.
not even, yeah, like I smoke when I drink. Like I can't even do it, man. Hey, Bent Gate Brewing in the house, man. Big shout out to them. I said it before, I'll say it again. Only BrewTube video I've ever watched twice. Those Barrages out there, man. What's up, Dan? How are you, Barrage?
Oh, you're in American time zone.
Was he in America? He's in good old America.
Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, Dan. Yeah, I think he's back in Colorado.
Welcome back to the promised land.
Okay, you guys want to do, what do we have left? We have that creamsicle, marshmallow.
Yeah,
turkey
welcome
jizz.
to Bedrock.
Yeah,
Is what's
diabetes.
left.
All right. Are you guys at the age where, Chris, can you relate to this? You start drinking and you just start feeling pains in your back. Your liver's just too much filtration.
Supposed to relieve pain.
No, that's not what happens to me. No, I just get tired and hungry.
I'm just always hungry.
Speaking of, yeah, I'm gonna order some Domino's right now. All right, hold on. Let's get that one.
I would crush a microwave burrito right now.
That's not even gonna do anything, man. I need like 4 of those things. Oh, it's definitely not the last stream, man. Chris Gamer Time. No, we're just I sent some beers out to these guys and we're
Clickbait,
drinking them right
brother.
now. All
You
right.
got clickbaited.
You got clickbaited. Everything we do is clickbait though. BRB.
1 more, 5 more.
Our
Streams.
entire life and world is
It's-
clickbait, right?
Is this real life?
Oh,
All right, what we got left? I think we got 2 beers left. No.
Just one more after this. After this
Oh yeah, huh?
tiny umbrellas.
We be drinking. Welcome to Bedrock. This is a gluten-free sour as well.
Is it?
Yeah, we're gonna be fucking soured out, dude.
Dude, I'm already soured out.
Gotta be honest, man. I kind of am as well.
Like, I want to go grab that like Pliny the Elder or something.
You have a Pliny?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My buddy David was just in California and he left some beers for me
Hell yeah.
before he moved out to Georgia.
Second Win, really good, by the way, in chat.
Nice.
They're
nice.
a brewery that's on the Cape. Really small
Ooh.
place. Although I think they're like expanding.
Hell yeah.
They're the ones
hell
that
yeah.
I've told you about them. They do like the kind of Mountain Dew, like a lot of like
Oh.
soda type beers.
Yeah.
Do like a
Yeah, I
hard
remember you
orange
mentioning
soda.
that. Yeah.
They call it shit. What is it like? Basically, well, they also do like an ecto cooler. They do beers with electrolytes. They do a lot of interesting stuff, actually.
Interesting. Cool.
Kind of like hybrid stuff. Not really.
Yeah.
Like, they do really good hazies as well, but
Nice.
yeah, I could actually go for some of my own hazy after this.
I
Try and
could
mix
go
it
for
up.
something that is just not like hell. I could go for a fucking Miller Lite at this point.
What was that beer? Oh, Lone Star. When we were at that Mexican
Yeah.
joint, and you were like, "Oh, I know, Gnome's fucking hungover. He's drinking Lone Star."
Lone Star, yeah.
dude, Lone Star. Remember when Matthew McConaughey was tearing apart Lone Star cans in True Detective and folding them into like little like people out of aluminum? You remember that?
No, I never watched True Crime, so
True Detective, yeah.
True Detective,
Matthew
sorry.
McConaughey was in it, and he kept crushing Lone Star beer in that season.
I'm gonna put you guys on
Interesting.
mute for a second. I'm gonna call Domino's, get some pizzas. Not trying to be rude, just giving you guys a heads up.
Sounds good.
Oh,
You're good.
dude, I'm jealous.
Did I hear him right? Multiple pizzas? Pizzas plural?
Let's just head on over.
Two medium, two topping pizzas, $5.99 each, man.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
the way to do it.
Yeah, I thought you knew, man. Play catch up now.
Brusho commenting how
Yeah,
he's,
dude, the
he's like,
camera does look much
does
better.
it look good?
Like,
Okay. I'm like looking at the stream and I'm just like, yeah, it does look much nicer in the stream.
your last camera was like silent film era, and now you're in like modern times.
So my last camera was the stock camera on the laptop, and it'd always be like thumbprints over it and stuff like that. And so this camera, like, it's on its own, it's like sectioned away from everything. And I used it for when I was streaming the ribs class I was teaching, and it did really well. Everybody was able to see everything in good quality and everything. And CH is the one who pointed me to this camera, so, and I did some research on it too, and like I could have gotten better for like another $100, but I was just like, do I really need to go that expensive? Like, I'd rather not.
Yeah. Thankfully, I just use the camera I already have. I don't use a webcam or anything like that. I just use what I use for like when
For
I
your
used
YouTube videos?
Yeah, when I used to.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do one, I think, soon. I think I'm like, what are you laughing at?
Goose is like, wait, Alias is brown? Like, you could tell I was brown in the other camera.
That's hilarious. I didn't even. Oh yeah, no, I just saw.
You just saw the chat.
Fucking goose.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember having like a webcam that looked like it was, a Game Boy or something like that. Like
Yeah.
it's almost pixelated. It like just looks like garbage.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's
man,
funny.
dude. Yeah, I do think I'm actually soured out. I think
Yeah, no, I don't even want to open that marshmallow beer, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You guys have marshmallow beer.
Yeah, coconut marshmallow creamsicle. Does look nice, but
It does like sound super sweet and everything, but like any hint of tartness, I'm just like, no, I'm good.
no, do you just plug the camera with the cam link? So yeah, I use like a HDMI thing or something like that to USB, and you have to have Windows 11, unfortunately.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yep. Does not work without Windows
Interesting.
11. But
Wait,
yeah,
it doesn't work with Windows 11, or it only works with Windows
only
11?
works with Windows 11.
Interesting.
I forgot the software I use. EOS Webcam Utility Pro.
You got a Canon camera?
Yeah. M50.
Nice.
Kind of the bottom line type shit, but it works for me. I mean,
It works.